Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. On today's tutorial we will be exploring the boundaries of a beautiful art supply. I absolutely love a water-soluble crayons. Now these guys are available in so many different costumes, so many different packaging, but actually it all comes down to the very same idea. It's a water reactive pigment. Now, what if I will tell you that from just one packaging of these crayons, you will be able to produce your own watercolor or your own acrylic paint, your own colored textured paste and marker even. Well, take yourself a few minutes here with me and I can assure you, you are going to be very surprised. So, with no further ado, let's get into it.
The number one and most obvious way to apply these crayons is simply by activating them with water. You can see that once the brush that is loaded with water touches the pigment, it is completely dissolved. I am using a paper that was covered with gesso. If you will not apply gesso, the pigment will dissolve, but you will still see the strokes of the paint. Moving on to another common way to use water-soluble crayons. Smudging them with your fingertips, just like we used to do with our oil pastels when we were kids. You will be getting this cool smudged effect, and as you can see, the colors are blending easily together. So you can even mix colors and create beautiful colors transitions. Your crayons can perform as watercolors. Rub them on your palette, or for the lazy ones like me, directly on the table. Activate them with water and use your favorite watercolor brushes. You can also load your brush directly from the crayon, paint, write, and even splatter. If you will use a small brush, you can gain much more control and use the crayons as a watercolor for small details. Apply the crayons directly on a stamp, spritz a bit of water, and use your crayons as a stamp for interesting background details. The next tip I'm about to show you is one of my absolutely favorites. But before that, if you liked my content and you want to be notified on any future video, make sure to click on the subscribe button. The obvious way to activate your crayons is with water, but not only. You can activate them with gesso. This combination of wax pastels and gesso was made in heaven for several reasons. The colors are turning into a beautiful pastel shaded colors. They will mix together and blend beautifully. And the most important thing for a mixed media artist like me, the surface you will be getting is perfect for other materials and especially color pencils that you wouldn't be able to use directly on a crayon due to its wax ingredient. Same as with the gesso, you can activate your crayons with a medium gel. The medium gel is pigmentless as opposed to the white gesso that has white acrylic in it, so the pigment of the crayon will stay strong and vibrant. If you want to learn more of a medium gel and the different ways you can use it, I have a tutorial just for that and I will be linking it for you guys in the description box below. Apply some crayons on a plastic surface or directly on your table and use a blending tool to pick the pigment up. Then you can use the blending tool for cool distressed effect or apply through a stencil. If you will add a spritz of water, you can activate the pigment and make it even more vibrant. You can use the crayons for small details too by sharpening them with a knife. And don't worry, you are not wasting anything. Stay tuned for the next tip and I will be showing you why. Take the remaining bits and pieces of the crayon you have just sharpened and add water to them. You need to mix them well until all of it completely dissolves. Now you can reload a water brush pen with a color you have just created. Fun, right? Mixing your crayons with any textured paste will give you a variety of colored textured pastes. I am mixing here the crayons with the molding paste, but you can mix it with any other medium you want. So that is it for today. I hope you've been inspired and hopefully gained some new creative ideas. I would love to hear what you thought about this video and if you learned anything new. Interacting with you guys is really important to me, and when you are asking questions or requesting some informative content, it helps me to keep my channel relevant for you. So go ahead, write me your thoughts, and don't forget to explore your own crayons. See you again soon. Bye bye.